All right, Lucy, so this is where we started. Remember I had you hit 1,000,000 balls, about 10 balls with a full swing because you said you wanted to hit them. And you topped most of them, right? And then all of a sudden, right when you hit that one real solid is when I click the record button. So I record it for you. So I'll let you see the good news there. So that's beautiful. And then over here, this is beautiful. But I want you to appreciate that you topped about 9 of them, but you got better when you just thought about that subliminal feel of, man, let me get the sweet spot, get down to it better. But then I wanted to adjust this for you a little bit. So I asked you to get the setup better by virtue of getting your feet closer together, which got you taller. And then you hit about 8 out of 10 in the air on the next batch when you were still making your full swing. And I was loving your balance. So you were just like a gymnast sticking their finish. You were swinging that good solid finish right there every time, girl. And you got about 6 or 7 or 8 of them out of 10 nice and airborne, like this, where you pop that ball up in the air and you see it flying in the air through the greatest of ease, as opposed to here where you're taking the big swing starting today. And again, that wide stance, I don't want to go into the technicalities of it, but that wide stance does make it harder to get it airborne. And then here, we made the adjustment where you stood closer to it. Did you do anything else different over here? Oh, that's right. Flex your knees a little more, as opposed to this one. I think the main thing was by standing closer to it, you didn't have so far to reach. It made it a little easier to top the ball over here on our right. Whereas the new blue, standing closer to it, flex your knees a little more. And then kept sticking that finish beautifully with your good balance. Got you on plane a little better even. Somewhat because the line just got drawn better, but also I'm saying because you're in better balance there with a better setup, it made it a little easier to make a more conventional swing. And there you got that sweet spot down to it beautifully, popped it up in the air nicely. But just the more conventional setup made it easier for you to find the ball. Because there are so many good things going on in your swing, we didn't have to work on your swing per se so much. It's a better setup and then just that subliminal feel of the sweet spot contact down to it. That's what helped you so much today. All right. Anything else I need to mention? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right. About 20 full swings, just let it rip. You know, 5, 10 balls with a different club. But then always go back to 5 or 6 triangle swings with whatever club. And then whether you hit them well or poorly, keep switching back and forth next couple of weeks till I see you again. And I feel quite confident there, girls. You have a little more time now. School's getting out. You'll be getting more and more good ball flight. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is the 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and think we're looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life, where we know exactly what it is for the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how everything's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.